Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about Puritanism. Yes, you guessed it, it comes from the new Puritans. We rarely get retarded shit from the old school Puritans. Makes me kind of miss the old days, doesn't it? You remember back in the old days, that beautiful video game character showing boobies everywhere. It was great. Most of the game companies told them to go fuck themselves, but it was hilarious seeing a bunch of moms for Jesus or something thereabouts crying, "Oh my god, guys, that looks so much boobies. That looks so big. No. Well, I cannot miss those days, really. It was hilarious. It was easier to poke fun of them, but technically kind of is fun also to poke fun of the new Puritans. The only difference is that instead of using scriptures, Bible and things like that to actually trigger them, you can actually now, you can't use that. But you can still use the old method. Just call them new Puritans. Confuse them with the Jesus. The moment they say, but guys, those boobies are so visible, you can just say, well, little shit, are you saying that because you're afraid Jesus is going to catch you looking at the boobies? You can always do that. It triggers them, it triggers them. It's just really fun. Fun for the whole family. Right, where was I? Oh, right. Something important, the news. From retarded Kotaku. Because where else? Right, where was I? There was something important. Oh, right. Kotaku, Lost Ark depiction of female characters feel a decade old, out of date. No, first and foremost, it does not. It feels out of date and wrong the way they actually treated the characters, as in they censored them, they added suits where it should not be, they make it, they censor the females, to appease the Jesus lovers people from Kotaku and Polygon and the gamer, the woke-tards, the idiots that we should have kept out of gaming a long time ago. But most importantly, and the most hilarious part, is that they actually race-swapped Asian characters, multiple other characters, into blacks and other races because diversities. Makes total sense, doesn't it? It's retardedness all around in the world of identity politics. The more I talk about this, the more it feels like I'm getting into the 1930s Nazi Germany. And quite frankly, I am not happy about it. Anyway, let's read the article because this thing is written by a retard. Lost Ark is a lot of fun. I've played hours and hours of it, and I'm excited to play more. However, the latest smash hit on Steam is facing criticism for how it portrays female characters. No, the criticism is only coming from you. Well, technically from our side too, but our criticism is more on the censorship that they got subjected to. As in, you know what? Let me just go and show it to you because it's a doozy. Let's go. Yeah, let's just censor that. I think we could. Oh, it took out the name of the guy who wrote the article. Anyway, Lost Ark is censoring the Western release, characters made more diverse. As you can see here, it's not much. God damn it. Of all the things you go... Anyway, here is what it looks like. This is the original, this is the Western release. Can you spot the difference? Yes, there's far less skin available. Yes, that's my criticism to it. That's my criticism. And look at the race swap. Asian? Black. Yeah, that kind of shows exactly where the priorities are in that game. So, trust me, I'm not interested in playing that garbage. no matter how good it is. But most importantly, the criticism that it needs more censorship are coming from Kotaku, from Polygon readers, from people who are actually neo-Puritans. In my case, they should be left as the original. Anyway, let's continue. Specifically, the game features some truly silly female animations. Like what? Gives women a few options besides revealing armor. Revealing armor? You've seen exactly what I've seen in the previous article, in the other article. Revealing armor is far less than revealing. Forces them to wear heels. Oh my god, how dare they! How dare they look feminine? How dare they look like women? How dare they look sexy? And uses gender-locked classes. Yeah, okay, fine, that's kind of no, but then again, I kind of understand. It depends on what type of classes. I expect that women should not, pretty much, if it's trying to look somewhat realistic, it shouldn't quite be the strongest little barbarian, while she looks like a flimsy little thing that a wind could actually blow her away. I kind of understand that point, but still, I don't quite enjoy gender-locked classes, but still, This would have been a problem in 2012, now in 2022, it's not only bad, it seems as if folks making this game just ignore last decade. Puritans, I cannot deal with these people, they are so irritating, but fun to trigger. When I first started playing Lost Ark, I booted up the game, created a paladin named Zack, who was dude. I'm very boring, however, even as a male character, I noticed how many female characters around me seem to be lacking pants. Oh my god! His little junior is getting way too happy. He cannot let it. He cannot let little junior get too happy. It's making him betray Jesus. Yeah. It's making him betray the love of Jesus. Oh wait, no. That's old school Puritans. He's a new Puritan. My bad. My bad. I'm not the only person who noticed. Other players have pointed out how hard it is as a female character in Lost Ark to find a clothing and armor that actually, covers your body. Well, you could actually always become a Muslim. I know. You could actually become a Muslim, dress as a ninja, and use bombs as superpowers. Yay! Yeah. Don't judge me. I wanted to experience this myself. So, continuing. I wanted to experience this myself, so I started up a new character. I'm already zoning out. Although she was fully clothed and armored in the character creation menu, the moment I started the game, my new heroine was stripped down to nearly nothing and plopped in some heels, and that was that. Spent nearly 2 hours running around, doing quests and killing monsters before I finally found a new pair of pants that were just booty shorts. Instead they were slightly longer booty shorts. Stop complaining, go worship Jesus elsewhere! Lost Ark is not the place for you to worship Jesus! Zack! Sorry, I had to scroll up to actually see who the idiot was. What was that? Alright, technically that is progress, but strange to force players playing as a woman to go around mostly unclothed. Mostly unclothed?! Jesus Christ, if you think that's unclothed, holy fuck, I'm starting to think this idiot here may actually be a Muslim. He actually thinks that those little slits that they say that they have on Egyptian suits, burqas and niqabs, are actually way too revealing. Holy fuck, this guy must actually get himself off by when a Muslim woman shows herself some little ankles. Oh my. Oh my. Where was I? Alright. And to be clear, I have no problem people wanting to wear shorts or heels, whatever works for you, makes you feel good, I'm down for it. And no, you're not. And I think the video game should include options for people who want to wear revealing clothing and super high heels. However, it's stated that in 2022, We still have to remind game devs and publishers that women might want a choice in how they look. They actually have that. The problem is that you actually ended up supporting the censorship that is currently in the game, and the identity politics that followed, race swaps. Hey, at least we know that black people are way more valuable than Asians for these idiots called woke-tards, social justice idiots. It's just irritating. These people have absolutely no respect, and they actually believe identity politics is a good thing. No, you moronic imbeciles. It always leads to Nazi Germany identity politics. No exceptions. Always leads to that. You want more of that? The more you peddle this nonsense, the worse it's gonna get. Anyway, continuing. Quick aside, I want to add that if you think heels and shorts are sexy, cool looking or awesome, I'm not here to say you're wrong or tell you that your opinion is bad, I'm just asking for more options for more folks. Imagine the opposite, imagine one of the clothes is sexy or revealing. Yeah, we know, we already have in Lost Ark. You'll probably be disappointed, yeah, we all are. That's a bunch of folks too today when loading up Lost Ark. No, that's mostly you, but then again, the game was actually made or censored to pander to you, idiotic. But again, it's never enough for these people. Never enough. Imagine being fucking afraid of the female form. Imagine being afraid of a little skin. Imagine being afraid of women like that. It says that you are probably very much a misogynist, Zack. Probably, likely. Allegedly. Even if Lost Ark offered the wide variety of clothing and armor to women, it wouldn't fix its other big problems with women. Oh god. All of the hyper-exaggerated fan service CE animations? Well, the game actually was made for a certain demographic. Males. Asian males. Who definitely love them big boobies. Especially because Asian women have a tendency to have big tatas, melons, watermelons, coconuts. But even more so, it was made to actual males, so Western males will actually enjoy it too. So the demographic will, they have to actually tend to pander to a demographic that also pays the most money, even though they made the massive mistake of race swapping and censoring. That actually costing them money. So, do you actually want to sell the game, or do you want to pander to a demographic like these idiots here who don't actually play games? Right, where was I? Rants. Oh, the exaggerated. Oh, right. There you go. Women in Lost Ark have hips that wiggle side by side. Oh my god, how dare you have actual female animation? How dare you? You do know there is a reason why female butts wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wanna know why? It's because of their hips. Their childbearing hips. I know this guy actually slept during biology classes. It's unfucking avoidable. Because that's what these people are. They're too retarded to actually operate or function. But biology dictates that women are childbearers. I know. It's earth-shattering science right there, but for them to pump out the baby, non-C-section withstanding, of course, the pelvis has to be big, really big, circular, so the baby can pass through without much problem. And what that causes to women? Well, their hips get to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle when they walk. Yeah, that's common. I'm starting to think you've never seen a goddamn fucking woman. I'm starting to wonder that you are truly a misogynist. I'm starting to wonder all of those things. Allegedly. Everything is allegedly. Anyway, where was I? Side by side, so quickly they look like they fell out of a Source filmmaker project from a decade ago. On the social media, you can find lots of women who have already pointed out just how comically bad Lost Ark female animation looks, especially when zoomed in on. Guys, what the fuck is this walk circle? LMFI. I you sure that it's actually a woman? At this point, we actually have to start questioning everything. When is this article going to end? Oh, thank God, this is the last part. Another archaic, debatably poor design choice in Lost Ark is that some in-game classes are gender-locked. I want to play as female paladin or warrior. Okay, sorry. Oh, well, actually kind of makes sense. If the game is trying to portray a mostly realistic type of world, you wouldn't expect a female paladin or warrior to play it. I mean, considering that they have large swords in anime or manga and things like that, but you wouldn't expect a female warrior who's carrying a massive armor and sword, and then suddenly, she's actually stronger than the bulky little dude with robes only. It's just weird. Anyway, all of the big sword-wielding warrior subclasses are locked to male sex. Well, that's kind of logical. Remember, males tend to be stronger. In fact, most males are definitely more stronger than many women out there. Unless you actually go and try to take a bodybuilder and compare it to the average Kotaku writer here, then yes, I kind of understand why he feels like he's so confused. But overwhelmingly, like 95% of the male population is stronger than the female. I know, biology. This guy here skipped classes. He doesn't know what biology is. Where was I? Oh, right. Same classes in Lost Ark support both genders, but most don't. And while it's true that the developer Smilegate has announced plans to add more classes for both genders, this isn't a new game. It's been out for a few years now in Asia. In a blog post announcing that he had plans to add more gender options for classes. Look, the only way you idiots are going to make me play this game is if you actually return to the original art style of the original Asian game. You know, be rid of the goddamn gender and race swaps and return to the original design of the armors. That's the only way. It's all important. Anyway, acknowledge that folks in the West have been critical of their decision for some time now. Yeah, they noticed there's a lot of new Puritans here, worshipping and protecting the virtue for Jesus. Yet it's still launched like this. He also ought to assume only folks in the West who want to play as a female paladin. As has been pointed out by some fans and long-time players, there are definitely some cultural differences between South Korea and United States, Europe. Yeah, they're definitely less Puritans here. Very Puritans over here. When it comes to how the MMOs and free-to-play games are marketed and developed, still it doesn't seem like a big ask to give female characters access to all classes. Yes, actually it is a big ask. The same way they actually did a massive change to the game, like race swaps, gender swaps, and goddamn fucking armors to censor boobies. At the very least, it's more suitable array of clothing and cosmetic. So you want even more than there already is? You retard! And while I'm happy to hear Smilegate is working to improve the situation, it's 2022. Shit wouldn't have been a problem to begin with. Yeah. If we went so goddamn Jestardation or just started, we would have kept these people out. And they wouldn't have been playing games like this. But, you know, damn mentality where we actually thought, hey, more people the merrier for games. Let's let them in. And now we have idiots like that. God damn it. On that goddamn miserable fucking hell, have a great fucking night.